Alright, we are back to finish our shit with Keaton. I want to see if we can get a different ending. Alright, you don't mean to agree, but you do. You suggest afternoon to give yourself ample time to back out, but you don't. It's not like this is a date. You'd never fuck this kind of guy, and he definitely would never fuck you. What's there even to be nervous about? Okay. You know, you should tell someone, Alex, where you're going, just to make sure you don't end up dead in a set-up dumpster somewhere. But your survival drive turns out to be weaker than you drive to hide. That you're getting coffee with Big Buck user Keaton at his place of business. The White Cat is a trendy little hole in the wall in the center of downtown, the sort of bougie place you tell yourself you don't like but secretly do. If you had the money for it, you would live in a place like this. Not in a cafe, but somewhere with exposed brick and pale wood and a huge floor-to-ceiling windows. Somewhere brand new where all the appliances work and nothing shorts out when you turn on the toaster and ceiling fan at the same time. Speaking of that, you know, I had the same problem a couple days ago, but got the electrician in here and we fixed it. But honestly, I agree with Anaya because I would love to have like exposed brick wall. I find that so beautiful. They got the sticker shit at like Walmart that you can put on a wall and like it sticks to your wall and it looks like exposed brick, but nothing like the real thing. Aw, look at these two. You find Keaton at once, set up in the back, hogging a whole 6-person table to himself, e-phone and tablet set up on those dorky little stands you've seen businessmen use, like they're too important to hold their e-pad themselves. He even has a fucking pear pen. He's wearing pre-distressed jeans and a hoodie, some brand name you don't even recognize. He's maybe got some eyeliner on, but that could just be how his eyes look. He's even cuter in person than he is on Big Bach, and it's fucking annoying. Yeah, it's so nauseating. You decide to be extra mean just for that. Thanks for bringing me to Gentrifiers R Us. He looks up from his tablet and grins crookedly. Miss Nam, so good of you to come. You roll your eyes. It's Anaya. The channel name sucks, I know it. I don't know, I think it's funny. Good for you. You sit down across from him, then twist around to squint at the handwritten menu boards behind the counter. Trendy, but illegible. What's good here? I assume you have milk substitutes? Pretty sure there'd be a riot if they didn't, even though, like, right-wing coffee places where they give you a free gun with your latte probably have soy milk. Wait, didn't you say you worked here? Yeah. He indicates his tablet and e-phone with enough amusement in his eyes that you can tell he's been deliberately leading you on to believe otherwise. I work here a lot. One of the only places in town that doesn't mind if I record. Even cleared out the whole place for me once. Well, aren't you special? How nice for you. You feel stupid. Of course a kid with a Vivian Westwood ring doesn't fucking work in a coffee shop. He doesn't have the follower count for this sort of shit though. You would put money on rich parents, maybe a house in the suburbs that he can go back to if he's ever short on cash. Technically you have one of those too, the house in the burbs. Not the rich parents. They bought the place back when the neighborhood was still rough. Meaning full of brown people and therefore affordable. It's not like that anymore, but they stubbornly clung onto the property as the neighborhood's median income rose and the faces on the street got wider and wider. You've always figured that's what they wanted. They've done so much to try to assimilate into normal American culture that being surrounded by normal Americans, aka WASP, is probably all they wanted. Recently, you started to wonder about this chicken and egg scenario because assimilation isn't something you have to do consciously. You do it defensively, the way you duck as somebody throws something in your face. You stand up. I'm gonna get a cappuccino. Grab me one too. You hesitate. You told him that you were only coming if he was buying, but he probably doesn't even remember that. It was a joke anyway. He'd probably say that letting you treat is probably feminist or whatever. You order 2 cappuccinos, asking for oat milk out of spite, then realizing that the one you spited was your own dumb self when oat milk turns out to cost extra. You bring the drinks back over. Keaton looks up from his phone and takes a sip. Nice oat milk, my fave. You rub your palm against the blooming headache behind your eye. Hey, so what kind of collaboration were you thinking? You feel weird. You would have brought your own laptop if you thought this was a work party and not just a little silly boy who just insulted you online buy you an apology latte party. Minus the buying part because he didn't pay. That was just my cherry all. I don't even know if you can hear those things. What? Oh, I don't know. We could just turn the camera on and see what happens. Is that usually how your videos go? Yeah, isn't it how you do yours? Keaton drops his pear pen and leans back in his chair, hands behind his head. Could you say it was like a setup, like you were in it on with me? We've been friends for a while, drum it all up. So lying. No one's getting lied to, it's just drama. I mean, they would be lied to because that's a lie. Yeah, it's all about the spin, the sell, that's showbiz, right? I mean, I guess. It's not like you have a huge respect for the audience or anything, especially not Keaton's audience. Fine. Really? Why not? Okay. This is perfect. Swear this is gonna fatten up your numbers so much I know my promo work. I'll do it on one condition. Businessy, I like it. Go on. Stop acting like you're doing me a favor. You're in a shitty position too. You targeted me specifically and... Whoa. Hold up. What do you mean I targeted you? No one's getting targeted here. I've done this to a lot of different content creators. You aren't special. Yeah, God forbid I feel special. Baby, I can make you feel special anytime you want, but not in a big back way. Ooh. You give an exaggerated full body shudder. Keaton grins and you make a conscious effort to keep from grinning back. You are not gonna get charmed by this piece of shit. Admit it that you fucked up and I'll do it. Keaton's mouth does something weird and unreadable. You have a fleeting impression that he's gonna get up and walk away, which isn't what you wanted, but he surprises you. Okay, you're right. I shouldn't have made that video. I shouldn't have taken advantage of an Arab chick. It was shitty of me. I'm just gonna let him scramble since the last time I think I corrected him. You decide to let that one fly by you, let him call you Arab online, and then get a bunch of people flooding his mentions to correct his geographical information. Serve the little asshole right. Keaton looks a little embarrassed and he shakes it off fast. His hair keeps flopping into his face and he brushes it back like a nervous tick. Sometimes he does it even when there's no hair there. You are wearing makeup and you've actually attempted to do something with your hair. It fucking annoys you that you care what this guy thinks of what you look like, but at least for today you've acknowledged that you are shallow and controlled by the patriarchy. It was either that or spend the whole day wishing you'd made an effort, and you're glad that you did because it turns out Keaton wants to film immediately, like right now. Wait, in the cafe, isn't it too loud? Come on, they'll be fine. I film here all the time. Noise doesn't carry too bad. The stupid e-phone stand suddenly makes more sense. Though you're still going to judge him for it. He fiddles with some settings, gesturing you to sit next to him. The cafe is mostly empty, but it feels weirdly exposed, like you've started singing on a train platform. You don't even like talking on phone in public. This isn't gonna be live, is it? Ha, fuck no, I don't do lives. Freaks me the fuck out. They're fine usually, if you don't look at any comments. What sort of fucked up shit do people say about cooking videos? Your chicken's undercooked. Have fun dying of salmonella, you fucking idiot. You'd be surprised. You're not getting into what people say to you. Most of it is exclusively being about the way you look. Wait, do you have a script? A direction? You know, this is like a little tangent, but like one of my complaints kind of is like how Anaya gets so much hate online about her looks, and then she has like a decent amount of people that are like into her sexually and romantically. Kind of like, it's kind of confusing because like, does that happen in real life? Is that kind of realistic? I don't know. I honestly have no idea about any of that. That's like a whole fucking topic that I can go on about. Wait, do you have a script, a direction? We wing it. Fine. If there's one thing you can do, it's bullshit. Keaton is poised to press the record button, but the cafe door opens. A flock of women in workout clothes comes in, half of them pushing strollers. Yikes. You've seen them around the neighborhood before. When it gets cold, they walk in the mall. You've been clipped by one of their strollers before, and the lady looked at you like you've punched her child. What the fuck is this? Karen's. Shit. The noise level in the cafe rises by 3,000. Oh, excuse me. Well, it might as well be 3,000. 300%. The women start ordering drinks. One of them is yelling about coconut milk. A small child in a princess dress is strapped into a stroller, screaming her head off. You have no idea which of these people is her mother. Okay, well, this just became unattainable. Do you want to wait until they get out of here? Nah, it's fine. They're usually here for like an hour. I've seen them come in before. They just usually do it in the mornings. He drums his fingers on the table, looking honestly annoyed since the first time you'd come in here. Fuck it, whatever. Let's just go to my place. Wait, what? Keaton starts packing away his shit, his tablet, his phone, and his dweeby little stand. His hair flops in his face, and he does another emo boy hair flip to get it out. It's a couple blocks away. If you don't want to walk, we can get an Uber. I can walk fine, smartass. Just why your place? Keaton zips up his messenger bag. Okay, fuck it. We'll go to your place. Happy? You hesitate. You like that even less. Your place is currently a fucking wreck. You got it in your head the other day to clean out your closet and only got halfway before losing interest. Your clothes are heaped all over the apartment. He's not hitting on you, is he? No, there's no way. That's not possible. It's like 5 p.m. in the afternoon. You're just getting together to do work. Stop being insane about this, Anaya. Like, he can read your mind. He gives you another one of those practiced crooked smiles. Hey, come on. When I'm hitting on you, you'll know it. You give another exaggerated little shiver of disgust. He laughs and picks up your empty cups. Hurry it up. Looks like it might rain. And it does. 2 steps out the cafe. You consider calling a car, but you'll be drenched by the time it gets here anyways. The two of you opt to run the 2 blocks to Keaton's apartment. You and your flip-flops, him and with his messenger bag bundled under his shirt so his phone and tablet don't get destroyed. Okay, so there was no option to go home. Gotcha. Only really starts to pour when you're several feet away from his building, but you still come into the lobby in a wash of water, skidding so bad that you almost barrel into a white-haired woman with a beagle on a leash. She gives the two of you such a look of shock, disgust. You can't help but you laugh in her face. You instantly feel bad about it, but Keaton starts laughing too, and here you are laughing at the idea of almost knocking an old lady to the floor. Keaton watches her press her lips together and sidle past you, heeding for the front doors. Miss Overton, it's raining. She ignores him, walking out into the downpour. Your dog's gonna drown. Maybe she's a ghost. If she is, she's been haunting this place since I got here. I've never seen her anywhere but the lobby. I don't even know what floor she's on, so it's maybe something for your next video. Keaton beams. Come on, I'm on the 3rd floor. He looks like a raggled kitten, hair completely washed out of its style, shirt stretched out from having his backpack inside it, and you aren't sure his chucks are long for this world. You yourself are dripping water from the cuffs of your sleeves. I don't know if I can stay. I definitely am not going on camera looking like a drowned rabbit. Keaton doesn't even look back on his way to the stairs. There doesn't appear to be an elevator. You can borrow some of mine. Not a big deal. You almost stop and turn around. Going to his place is one thing, wearing his clothes is another. But now he's standing at the door to the stairwell, waiting to see if you'll cut and run. There's a challenge in his eyes. You're just not exactly sure what he's challenging you to do. His apartment is nice, not as bad as you were expecting. No rotten food lying around or clothes scattered around the floor. There's a distinct smell of weed, but that's pretty standard. He has rich kid vibes, but it's just a 1-bedroom studio with a narrow kitchen and a view of a parking lot. He doesn't even have a kitchen table. Still, his array of electronics makes up for it. He has like 6 gaming consoles, 2 PS5s for some reason. You couldn't even get one. Same. And one of those new DVD player type things that's fancier than Blu-ray. You can't even remember what they're called. You haven't watched a movie on anything but your laptop in a long time. No comment on the anime posters. Keaton kicks his shoes off, one of them hitting the walls with a squelch. That is how you say that, right? I don't know. From the several scuff marks halfway up to the ceiling, this is his routine. Sit anywhere. The only place to sit appears to be a couch covered in crumbs, so you sit on the floor. You almost want to get out your phone and start taking pictures to post on male living spaces. The coffee table has a weird sticky stain on it. You hope it's soda. Keaton comes back dressed in another pair of sweatpants and even looser tank top. He hands you his shirt with the anime girl, with her tits covered by a Supreme logo. You raise an eyebrow. What? I'm gonna refuse it. No way, I'm not wearing that. What, you don't like the brand? You roll your eyes. Come on, man. You're dripping all over the floor. And the floor is doing so well on its own. Hey, I'm just trying to be nice. You don't have to add to the mold problem. Yeah, right. You know boys like him. They don't do anything to be nice. This isn't really worth making a big fuss about, though. Whatever, give it. Keaton grins. He points back down the hall. Bathroom's that away. You change in the hall. You don't want to see his bathroom until you absolutely must. You already have enough trouble with nightmares. Your overalls are itchy and unpleasant, and you hang them up on the coat rack. Thankfully, you're wearing a pair of briefs that can pass for shorts. You come back out in the living room with Keaton has attempted to clean up the sticky whatever it is from the coffee table without success. The paper towel just gets stuck to it. You have to get it wet. Huh? You glare. The paper towel genius. You can't just scrub it dry. Oh, right. He gets up and goes in the kitchen. You hear the sink running and roll your eyes. How long have you lived here? Huh? Keaton comes back with a dripping paper towel. Now it's too wet. If you didn't know better, you would think he was doing this to fuck with you. Like he brought you to the set of one of those prank TV shows, and afterwards he's gonna bring you to his real apartment. I asked how long you've been in this apartment. Oh, 6 months? Maybe a year? You stare at him. You're trying not to be a huge girl about this, but come on. And you don't even have a kitchen table? Keaton shrugs. They're expensive. Only nice ones are expensive. You could buy a crappy one with the same amount of money you used to buy this shirt. Christ, dude, you sound like my mom. Wow. He finishes scrubbing up the unknown sticky stain. Want a beer? It's 4 p.m. So, 5 o'clock somewhere. He has a point. You shrug. Sure. Keaton vanishes and comes back with 2 bottles. So expensive taste and clothes and beer. But no kitchen table. You still don't think you're going to discount the rich kid's possibilities. You're a little nervous about this collaboration, but 2 beers in and you're confident you can wing it. You're good at improvisation. It's the thing in your current job you're actually suited for. You don't have a camera face, but you can bullshit like nobody's business. Keaton greets his viewers and then introduces you as the Gnocchi chick. He pronounces Gnocchi with a weird back of the throat consonant sound that you couldn't do with a gun to your head. You keep having to remind yourself that this isn't live and he can cut the shit out. Keaton's good at this. He manages to make it sound like the 2 of you have been friends for a long time and planned that video together without it ever coming out and saying it. Not a lie, just an implication, which you're more comfortable with, if only because when you lie, people can counter you with truth. The implication doesn't have any recourse. If someone takes the wrong idea, it's their fault. Definitely a 2-beer thought. By the time you're finished, you're feeling a lot more warmly to Keaton. He turns on the charm for the camera, which means you catch some of the offshoot. Like you're walking on the side of the road and he sprays gravel up at you from the tires. It only occurs to you afterward that you'd be wearing his shirt through the whole video and your hair looks wet. You look like you spent the night here. If his viewers are anything like yours, everyone's going to be assuming you're fucking him. What the fuck ever. You figure you're just going to call an Uber now and get out of here, but it's still raining, which sucks, and Keaton suggests that he's better at Smash than you are, which sucks even more because it's absolutely not true. You have to disabuse him of this idiot opinion, so you stay to play little video games. That's what you'd be doing at your house anyways. I mean, that sounds pretty dope to me. How did I know you'd be the Zelda type? I don't know, must be my undeniable femininity. No, you just have a Zelda vibe. What? Lesbian? What? Come on, Zelda isn't a lesbian. She's way too busy jumping Link's bones. Pretty sure she is. Keaton teeters between Pikachu and Star Fox before doubting himself and then going to Solid Snake at the end. See, Solid Snake definitely is a lesbian. Solid Snake is like the definition of a man's man. I can't imagine more of a man that lives sexually to please other men. You beat him twice and he beats you once, and by the last round, neither of you are really paying attention. You're arguing about the Matrix of all fucking things, more specifically the sequels of whether or not they're good. Eventually, it's late enough that you're starving, and rather than take out the vagaries of Keaton's fridge, you offer to buy takeout. You get lo mein and dumplings and egg drop soup. Keaton eats the noodles with a fork, which you mock him for. So it ends up either way. Okay. When he leans in and kisses you, you aren't even surprised. You should be, but this kind of boy is just not interested in your sort of person. Why didn't Anaya get with him then? Then I don't understand. They have like great chemistry and they kind of do the same shit. It's just like they're more compatible than any other people Anaya has. Whatever. What are you doing? You bought me dinner, so now I'm kissing you. Keeps us even. Quid pro quo. You laugh. I bought you coffee too. Aren't you rich? He kisses you again. Have you seen my apartment? That doesn't mean shit. You could just be nasty. Well, I'm definitely nasty. Ha ha. Please tell me you've changed your sheets recently. Define recently, or better yet, don't. What you don't know can't hurt you. That's not how germs work. My sheets won't give you any more germs than my mouth will. He's got you there. Fine, but if I get some sort of fungus, he snorts against your neck. You can bill me. Is that really the only ending that we can have? You wake up a few hours before dawn with a pounding headache and a rising panic attack. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did you do? You weren't even drunk. You'd had 2 beers. Besides, beside you in bed, Keaton mutters something that sounds a lot like, "Blackberries on sale. Just seeing him there makes your heart pound faster. God, you're such a fucking idiot." You knew exactly what he was doing, using his flirty, self-deprecating white boy lines to get you to like him. Are we? Okay. Hey, that looks like 2B right here. I could be wrong, but that looks like 2B. Anyways, yeah, you knew exactly what he was doing, using his flirty, self-deprecating white boy lines to get you to like him, pulling you in with his stupid dimples. Fuck. How many people has he done this to? First of all, why are we assuming that this is what Keaton did? Like, maybe he's just, okay, I fucked up, I want to get to know you, you're pretty, like, you need to get out of here. What the fuck? You roll out of bed. Shockingly, he doesn't have a bed frame, and you find the majority of your clothes kicked underneath it. You dress so fast that it's only when you're halfway through the living room that you realize you pulled his shirt on by mistake. You turn back, but before you can reach the bedroom, he looms up out of the gloom like a creature from a horror movie, but with more bedhead. He's wearing boxers and nothing else. Naya, you good? The nickname rips at you. One of your friends, only your friends get to call you Naya, not shady hookups. How's he a shady hookup? I'm good, I'm just leaving. You manage to make your voice sound normal, all while you feel sweat dripping past your palms. How long before he makes another absurdist big bok about having sex with Ganochi bitch? This Ganochi bitch's pussy. Are you sure it's still raining? I'm sure. Here, you pull his t-shirt over your head. You can keep it. Fucking take it. Keaton stares at you like you're an absolutely deranged freak, and maybe you are, getting up at 4 in the morning and yelling at the top of your lungs. And now, are you mad? You didn't do anything. I'm not gonna go online and call you a rapist or anything if that's what you're worried about. You can't see Keaton's face in the dark, but he goes absolutely still. Just delete the collab video, whatever. Screwing the eboi. Why did we self-sabotage like that? Like, we didn't even get, like, I don't like that. I don't like it, because it shouldn't have panned out that way. Whatever, we're gonna see if there's any more endings with her and Keaton. Yeah, we're gonna do that again. I'm just gonna just check the endings, because I don't know. Y'all, I thought for sure that there would be like a different type of ending, but apparently not. So I think we got the both endings. Yep. Okay, we did. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for listening.